University Marshal, Joy Bostick.
Please take your seats. The 2023 Undergraduate Diploma Ceremony for Case Western Reserve University is hereby convened. It is indeed my pleasure to introduce President Eric W. Kaler.
Case Western Reserve University class of 2023, good afternoon. Oh, that's weak. Case Western Reserve University class of 2023, good afternoon. That's much better. Thank you. Welcome to our graduates and their guests and our faculty, staff, and honored guests who have joined us for this very significant diploma ceremony. Now, when I was searching for something inspiring to say today, I thought I'd turn to something that everybody's been talking about lately, ChatGPT. But no, this afternoon you'll have to settle for some good, old-fashioned, authentic words spoken from my heart. Graduates, when you leave here today, you will possess a degree. For some of you, more than one degree, from one of the country's finest research universities. And that degree represents more than knowledge in a particular discipline, although it does that. It represents everything you've gained during your time here at Case Western Reserve University. You have made lasting friendships. You have had devoted mentors. And your families hope you've learned a thing or two about being an adult. We believe you are certified smart to innovate, to lead, and to make our world a better place. Importantly, you are certified smart to understand that self-care must be a priority throughout your life. Take care of yourself. Graduates, no matter what comes next for each of you, know this. You'll always be a part of our Case Western Reserve University family. And now, you'll become part of a family of alumni, a group that is 115,000 strong and growing thanks to you. So, let's get this ceremony started.
The deans of the schools of management, nursing, and engineering will now present candidates for degrees to be conferred this afternoon. Also to be presented are graduates whose undergraduate degrees were officially conferred in August and January and who have returned to participate in today's ceremony. The undergraduate candidates from the Weatherhead School of Management, the Payne Bolton School of Nursing, and the Case School of Engineering will be presented by Deans J.B. Silvers, Andrew Medvedev, Carol Musil, and Raghu Balakrishnan.
Mr. President, we have the great honor of presenting from the Weatherhead School of Management candidates for degrees of Bachelor of Science in Accounting and Bachelor of Science in Management.
Will these candidates please rise and remain standing?
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting from the Payne Bolton School of Nursing candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Will these candidates please rise and remain standing?
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting from the Case School of Engineering Candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Data Science and Analytics, and Bachelor of Science in Engineering.
Will these candidates please rise and remain standing?
These candidates, having met all requirements of their course of study, have been certified to the Board of Trustees as meriting the degree of Bachelor of Science as described in the program. So, by order of the Board of Trustees and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I now confer upon these candidates their degrees and admit them to the honors, rights, privileges, and obligations pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated.
At this time, I invite your class president, Rachel Weitzner, to the podium to share a personal reflection for your class. Rachel is a biology major and a chemistry and Spanish minor, and she's from New Jersey. She's a 2022 Amgen Scholar and has worked as a research assistant in the ATIT lab, where she studies skin disorders and craniofacial development. After graduation, Rachel will conduct research in the Pediatric Critical Care Department at the Yale School of Medicine. Rachel.
Thank you for the introduction, President Kaler, and good afternoon to graduates, family, friends, staff, faculty, and administration. Today is the big day. The day we leave the home we have built at Case Western Reserve University over the past 4 years and enter the next new stage of our lives. As you sit here in your regalia among your friends, families, and mentors, I'm sure you are experiencing many different emotions. I, for one, am. While it may seem scary to graduate and join the world outside of school, I want you to remember that you have already utilized several of the skills you will need. Following graduation, you will probably be faced with a new environment interacting with new people. Remember that upon returning to campus after being sent home during our freshman year, due to the pandemic, many of us did the exact same thing. We oriented ourselves to a new world and new campus with new rules and new people to work with and learn from. I know you will be able to do this again and so much more in your next steps. Remember that your support system within this room is only one call away. And because of the pandemic, we all know how to stay connected with and support friends and family members all over the world with just a phone or laptop. Whether you know what your next steps are or not, you all are some of the most driven, hardworking, and creative people I know. In fact, the people I have met are my favorite part of Case Western Reserve University. It is because of how open-minded and eager to learn you are. If you spend enough time in any one place on campus, you are sure to find at least 2 Case Western Reserve students who have been talking for hours on end about the most random things, from countless variations of the trolley problem to strategies for human versus zombies. 2 people at Case Western Reserve University will always find something to teach each other. But we also know how to be silly along the way. I will never forget the day I went to my organic chemistry class and found one of my classmates with a large duffel bag filled with 118 hand-decorated cookies, each with one element from the periodic table. At Case Western Reserve University, we are not afraid to have fun while learning and being truly brilliant. Although I will say at Case we do brilliant a little bit differently. People at Case consistently dare to find things that no one would ever think to put together and create something extraordinary out of them. There is Dr. Dayton Miller, who is a renowned Case physics professor and used his expertise to not only design X-ray apparatuses, but also to consult on the interior design and acoustics of our very own Severance Hall. There is Megan Gregory, one of our fellow graduates in dance and biology, who is just telling me about her idea to choreograph a dance that illustrates the process of embryonic nervous system development. I mean, a popular flavor among students at Mitchell's Ice Cream is jalapeno strawberry, if the rest isn't evidence enough. At Case Western Reserve University, we are not afraid to utilize both hemispheres of our brain in a way no one else would think to. This unique brilliance makes me sure that you will be able to enter this new stage of your life with flying colors. As you leave campus, I hope you know how exceptional you are. You have each left your own legacy at Case Western Reserve University that will impact the lives of students to come. To honor that legacy and everyone you have met here, I want you to promise me that you will do the following 2 things. First, never lose your sense of curiosity and your open-mindedness. Take that with you into your next steps and continue to find the joy in learning, even if it is not in the classroom anymore. And continue to think beyond the possible to contribute to our world. If those around you are not willing to combine seemingly opposing skills or start those 2-hour conversations on the most random of things, show them it is possible and invite them to learn. Second, I want you to think of 3 people right now that have positively impacted your life during your time here at Case Western Reserve University. And please raise your hand when you have thought of those 3 people. Yeah, wait. Okay, you may lower your hands. Reach out to those 3 people at least every 6 months, even if it is just a check-in. I know life will get busy and you will meet new people as the years go on, but just keep in touch with those 3 to see how their stories turn out. I wish you all the best of luck with your future endeavors and cannot wait to see all the amazing things you do as physicians, engineers, civil rights leaders, lawyers, nurses, inventors, entrepreneurs, Nobel laureates, and so many other incredible careers. Thank you for all you have done during your time at Case Western Reserve University, and congratulations to the class of 2023.
Thank you, Rachel. Now it's my pleasure to present the J. Bruce Jackson, MD Award for Excellence in Undergraduate Mentoring and the Carl F. Whitkey Award for Distinguished Undergraduate Teaching. The Jackson Award was established in 2003 by J. Bruce Jackson, a Delbert College class of 1952, in honor of Dean Carl F. Whitkey, who served as an advisor, mentor, and friend to Dr. Jackson. The late Dr. Whitkey taught for many years as a faculty member in the Department of History. He was also an academic administrator and a leader in the intellectual life of the university. Both faculty and staff are eligible to be nominated for the Jackson Award, and all faculty who teach undergraduate courses are eligible for the Whitkey Award. Each year, a student committee interviews the nominees and selects 2 faculty members to receive each honor. The recipients receive a monetary prize, and their names are engraved on a bronze plaque in the Twing Center. I call upon Jeffrey Wolkowitz, the Dean of Undergraduate Studies, to present the recipients of these awards.
Mr. President, earlier today, during the College of Arts and Sciences diploma ceremony, we honored Professor Narcisse Fayesh, an instructor in the Department of English, and Professor Paula Fitzgibbon, an instructor in the Department of Mathematics, Applied Mathematics, and Statistics, as recipients of the J. Bruce Jackson Award for Excellence in Undergraduate Mentoring. We also honored Professor Rekha Srinivasan, the James S. Swinehart Professorial Teaching Fellow and Senior Instructor in the Department of Chemistry, as a recipient of the Carl F. Whitkey Award for Excellence in Undergraduate Teaching. Mr. President, it is now my pleasure to present Professor Jose Alavaria, Assistant Professor in the Department of Banking and Finance at the Weatherhead School of Management, as a recipient of the 2023 Carl F. Whitkey Award. Professor Alavaria began teaching finance courses in 2019 as a part-time adjunct professor at Weatherhead, where he received his Master of Finance degree. At the time, he was also working as a pricing analyst at an insurance company. Last year, a full-time position opened up at Weatherhead, and Professor Alavaria decided to pursue his passion for teaching. This honor confirms that he made the right choice, both for himself and for his students. As one of his student nominators shared, Professor Jose is very clear and does an excellent job indulging his students' questions. The greatest aspect of his teaching style is his ability to honor and to encourage.
Professor Olivari, distinguished teacher and scholar, I'm delighted to present you with this 2023 Whitkey Award. Congratulations to all of our 2023 Whitkey and Jackson Award winners. We'll now begin the presentation of diplomas. The diplomas will be presented by the deans and representatives from the Schools of Engineering, Nursing, and Management. Dean Raghu Balakrishnan and Associate Dean Daniel Lax of the Case School of Engineering, Dean Carol Musel of the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing, and interim co-deans Andrew Medvedev and J.B. Silvers of the Weatherhead School of Management. The first students to receive their diplomas are those who are receiving degrees from the Case School of Engineering.
From the Case School of Engineering, candidates for degrees of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Bachelor of Science in Data Science and Analytics, and Bachelor of Science in Engineering.
Vikram Abaraju. Owen Arthur Levinson. Raudatula Olagbenro Abadaran. Josh Levy. Tanae Akolkar. Songchen Lee. Niha Alturu. Yi Che Liao. Jack Graham Anderson. Jonathan Benjamin Levinson. Megan Andre. Harrison Juan Liu. Danny Antone. Ryan Liu. Paul Victor Airy. Alexander Thomas Loper. William L. Austin. Zachary Loiter. Randolph John Ayers. Yiran Lu. Brendan Jonathan Baird. Cora Fiorentina Lutz. Zachary Baldwin. Savir Madan. Leo Kayi Bao. Daniel Madrid. Kelsey Bear. Mohammed Salah Mahmoud. Jack Barassis. Brandon Manning. Madeline Grace Bartow. William Meritan. Anthony Barch. Samuel J. Marison. Nicholas Bauer. Douglas Caleb Marroquin. Jack Begley. Tyler Joseph Martinez. Alexandra Begley. Randy Martz. Ryan Nelson Bell. Nathan Agdanawai Maslowski. Caitlin Ann Hongshi Bolello. Julie Elizabeth Mason. Abby Blaze. Beck Gustavus Matway. Jacob Boujay. John Kelly Mays. Corey Border. Gabrielle McBroom. Robert Anthony Borowinski. Mia McClinchy. Pierce Edward Boucher. Jack Christopher McRae. Philippe J. Boulas. Aaron Joseph McDaniels. Jacob Brian Bowers. Tyler Richard McFerrin. Cale Brake. Allison McKenzie. William James Brosey. Ergis Mechai. Paul Richard Bruno. Evan Magna. Maurice Buckner Wolfson. Meredith Jenny Meyer. Gage Bunker. William Charles Miller. Cassie Berkey Kaboski. Pritish Mishra. Roy Buziba. Siddharth Mittal. Olivia Kai. Usman Ali Muazzam. Xin Yao Tsai. Michael Anthony Morielli. John Haberlin Campbell. Cole Mousa. William Campbell. Bryden Anthony Moxley. Charlie Carlone. Rahul Nair. Nathan Carmichael. Muthuraman Nalapan. Keith Kinney Cartwright. Shifra Rajani Narasimhan. Milo G. Casarino. Maida Nayak. Joseph Michael Cavallo. Alex Neal. Sean Andres Ceballos. Deepti Rachel Nelson. Isabella Cesaretti. James Nettles. Andrea Chakraborty. Thomas James Isaac Newmeyer. Matthew M. Chang. Mai Lee Nago. Noah Joseph Chavez. Hugh Kong Trung Win. Snigdha Chawla. Sun Win. Amy Cha. Hannah Marie Nicholson. Eric Chun. Mountain Tyler Niederman. Hao-Wei Chen. Infua Mame Nkansa Ando. Jiawei Chen. Pekulia Nzebuna. Jingxing Chen. Mali Yamungu Lamin Ochoko. Kai Tao Chen. Aidan Roman O'Dowd. Sarah Michelle Chang. Leah Eliana Oppenheimer. Connor Lee Shignell. Nicholas Ott. Brandon Lee Chin. Grace Madeline Owen. Justin Chin. Oral Owen. Justin Ryan Christensen. Salim Osdil. Eliana Cintron. Alexander Palazzi. Nathaniel Lawrence Clevenger. Isabel Pappenbrock Romero. Eric Alexander Coghill. Patrick Michael Pariseau. Daniel Joshua Cohen. Kylan Patel. Ronnie Cohen. Rupika Pendyala. Jacob Henry Connard. Henry Perez de Jesus. James Silviano Conde. Emma Noel Peterson. Matthew Thomas Constable. Kiep H. Bambui. Shelby Diane Cooper. Matthew Patel. Sabrina Marie Costales. Anna Claire Pogharian. Mackenzie Martinez Crow. Dylan Michael Pollard. Sylvie Crowell. Matthias Portzel. Anna Curran. Robert Joseph Prusha. Catherine Debkowski. Marie Pugliese. Christina Sarah Dang. Rayhan Tran. Tina Dang. Putu Randy Kasuma Radiarta. Arin Musle Daranakla. Prashanth Chandran Raghunathan. Claire Taleha Doherty. Shreya Ramani. Riley William Davis. Achutha Ramesh. Jacob Scott Davis. Ananya Rangavajala. Lucas Christopher DiCaro. Mira Rasmussen. Haley L. DeGeorge. Iham Rotrud. William Demler. Kyle Reddy. Mohammed Demarak. Ariel Elise Rishon. Saketh Sai Dendi. Andrea Erzsébet Regli. Grace Desprez. Cole Reinhold. Wang Do. Maite A. Ray. Araceli Heather Desher. Caitlin Anya Reyes. Eric Dollinger. Thomas Harrison Rhodes. Sankalp Doshi. Callahan Molina Rios. Yu Chuan Du. Peter Alex Sauda Rivera. Philip Dunnage. Isabella Robert Llorens. Julia Lauren Shinha Edwards. Aaron Rodriguez. Luke Tyler Eisnoggle Trish. Ignacio Rodriguez Vasquez. Mackenzie Alexandria Elmer. Kieran Rooney. Tony Josephine Yamson Esquadro. Ananya Sahu. Henry Essex. Abdasalam Salem Salem. Daniel Yurievich Estrin. Kevin Damian Salapanti. Alexei Fedorenko. Ramsey Saltrick. Brandon Ferraro. Noah Gabriel Santoni. Sammy Michelle Fink. Danielle Sarno. Holland Francesca Fischel. Yogesh Sawant. Elijah Brian Fragnoli. Leah Schechter. Ethan Frank. Shira Shattuck. Christian Thomas Fries. Max Schleifer. Cole Roman Frilling. Curran Gregory Schmidt. Benjamin David Fugate. Benjamin Scholar. Juan Pablo Garcia. Taryn Sapuri. Hazel Gerber. Vinayak Sharma. Jillian Elizabeth Gervais. Hao Miao Shi. Paula Maria Jamate Funes. Jennifer Saig. Anthony Giamo. William James Siege. Brooke Nicole Geiger. Jules Siegel. Camille Gemalaro. Zachary Silberstein.
Nate Ginn.
Logan Singer. Kyle Golubish. Anand D. Singh. Zi Li Gong. Bumanat Sitipangpitya. Ellie Gottlieb. Abigail Slates. Walter Graham. Quinn Sidoni Slithcack. Parker Griffin. Melina Slizik. Austin Brian Grillo. Andrew Quarles Smith. Henry Thomas Grome. Jackson Lee Smith. Brian Guo. Michael Sabota. Ishan Gupta. Joshua Soltz. Trey Haley. Tian Yi Song. Abigail Halsdorfer. Christopher Spire. Colin James Hamilton. Robert St. Clair. Robert Edward Hammond. Laura Stewart. Emma Christine Hampson. Marco Strachey. Alexander Charles Harding Bradley. Seamus Michael Sullivan. Mary Christine Harton. Maxwell Tyler Sun. William George Haskey. Michael Arjuna Sutanto. Anna Haynes. Joshua Gong Tang. Michiko G. Haney. Zhong Yen Tang. Xiaofan He. Manasa Tarigopala.
Emma Kathleen Henderson.
Isaiah Taylor. Lin Huang. Christopher Thomas. Brooke Alexandra Hollenberger. Ryan Tien. Finley Holt. Shivani Ajit Tajare. Christopher Jonggun Hong. Lucas Tilford. Christina Hoog. Max Chen. Alexander Anbo Hu. Carmen Michael Toth. Yi Min Huang. Oliver Traben. Dearmid William Hutchinson. Dung Chen. Mandy Huynh. Ben Tishka. Ni Han Huynh. Jeremiah Yuquela. Chidubem Ada Ishi. Alyssa Ann Yusub. Sophie Iwamasa. Madeline Mary Vales. Jackson Jacobs. Alex Vaslow. Kennedy Gilbert Jarrett. Alexandra Rosary Villaforte. Joseph Jaster. Matthew Raymond Vogt. Liam Jeske. Henry Whitelaw Vorasmarty. Simrita Jesti. Tuan Hang Vu. Ryan Jia. David Walker. Abigail Ann Juziak. Mitchell Dean Walker. Alexander Thomas Kachulis. Sasha Wallace. Aaron Karaman. Hong Wang. William Zhu Khan. Jamie Wang. Brenda Kapoor. Kyle Wang. Zachary Adam Carlson. Jacob Michael Wormuth. John R. Kasner. Spencer Wygand. Bethany Campbell Kavanaugh. Tyler Weingartner. Brandon Jeremy Kedson. Hunter John Welch. Nicholas Lung Kernan. Kayla Wells. Jacob Stosser Kirprich. Jennifer Wang. Sarah Korshidi. Josh Ty Williams. Ji Yun Kim. Madison Wu. Catherine Kingsley. Dexter Ethan Wood. Julia Kocherzat. William Joseph Woodfint. Bomani Namdi Kopano. Reagan Jonathan Winder. William James Kozak. Wenhao Xie. Trent Joseph Kozar. Lin Xu. Sarah Kugelmas. Yi Yang Xu. Harshita Kumar. Li Cheng Yang. Sonia Kumar. Timothy Yen. Sanhita Kumari. Kevin Patrick Yim. Hyunjun Kwan. Kyung Min. Sean Norris Lacey. Andre Yost. Gianna Elise Lambert. Zai Chuan Yo. Wesley Lambert. Jordan Ira Young. Liam C. Larson. Samuel Young. Casper Latavietz. Zachary Thomas Youssef. Anna Laricella. Brett Zaorski. Daniel John Larita. Isabella Delurdes Zayas Cruz. Kwang Ming Lei. O Chen Zhang. Christian Lee. Horace Zhang. Lucian Lee. Guan Yu Zhao. Abigail Audrey Larian. Audrey Zhu. Grace Leverett. Phineas Ziegler. Ye Jin Zhou. Ethan Zoldak. Han Young Wang. Lauren Hannah Zukowski. Kai Xing Chen.
From the Weatherhead School of Management, candidates for degrees of Bachelor of Science in Accounting and Bachelor of Science in Management.
Darshan Adhikari.
From the Francis Payne Bolton School of Nursing, candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Ka Un An. Lila Alberstadt. Rachel A. Alinsau. Sean Robert Atwater. Vanessa Alviero. Henry Joseph Barnes. Sampatha Aurora. Mason Burnell. Isabella Jane Betty Jean Berlang. Hugh Richard Besselow. Anastasia Shaw Barrett. Harper Ella Bone. Anna Louise Bolton. Charles James Bowes. Bennett Marion Bray. William Young Bruni. Grace Bukta. Lauren Chirono Butia. Thessaly Butler. Justin Charles Kennelly. Elisa Chang. Andy Chen. Eden Rebecca Childers. Yiran Chung. Alexis Chin. Hen Chi. Megan Khan Chin. Sanjeev Ram Korg. Joanne Cho. Thi Vân Anh Dong. Kelly Chong. Zicheng Do. Sarah Noelia Connor. Yasin Al-Muneri. Andrew Cousineau. Christine Ge. Michael Daniel Della Ripa. Zachary Sebastian G. Eve Sensi Dornbach. Mary Joyce Godley. Samantha Drock. Peng Xia Go. Lucille Maria Dunlop. Laura Jane Gorjank. Nataliana Marie Espinosa. McKenna West Gross. Leah Fireman. Shuman Guntapali. Ishkai Leah Lindell Florigine. Marilyn Marcella Garola. Jasmine Chian Fu. Ali Hashmi. Luke Harlan Giles. Jin Han He. Brooke Gonzalez. Mason Buchanan Jester. Nancy Gonzalez. Robert Johnson. Lauren Grazioli. Kevin Gerard Cade. Yukti Gupta. Karthik Kanapan. Alexandra Gurovich. Michael Patrick Kelly. Kylie Dine Ha. Flynn Thomas Lenahan. Nadra Abdirazak Haji Suleiman. Jason Edward Lewis. Megan Hanley. Andy Lee. Natalie Harridge. Shirley Lynn. Margaret Ann Herbold. Michael Bowe Liu. Marissa Ruth Hilmas. Jojo Liu. Katie Hong. Timothy Ryan Lukatich. Abigail R. Hume. Brendan Thomas Majaka. Aaron Hunter. Brett Mather. Jonathan Huynh. Dagny Mavilla. Catherine Elizabeth Ives. Samuel Charles McCullum Smith. Ujin John. Tyler Nathaniel McDonald. Alice Jang. Connor John McIntyre. Brianna Cheyenne Johnson. Joaquin Mendoza. Cameron Elaine Johnson. Christopher Min. Kona Cow. Vishal Kalyan Murthy. Aaron Jindapa Kilgore. Jacqueline Moreno. Mia Kilroy. Quinn Lawrence Murphy. Helen Jiyoung Kim. Kenya Narvaez. Janice Yunsa Kim. Benjamin James Nestor. Mary Kim. Ann Wing. Thomas J. Kim. David New. Noah Tzvia Kraus. Antonio Orsini. Stephanie Kwok. Grace Eileen Osborne. Adrian Simon Lassiter. Ethan Kilyoung Park. Dashel F. Lee. Rafael Antonio Perez. Stacy Ji-in Lee. Naheen Wong Fan. Kristen Lynn Lemmer. Benjamin Pinkowski. Isabella Christine Laterio. Neha Prasid. Tia Lee. Queenie Q. Emma Shannon Lindsay. Sahil Reina. Karen Liu. Rohit Kumar Rakit. Beatrice Ann Dakanai Malala. Mara Ashton Reeder. Zoe Martyr. Mary Elizabeth Riley. Anya Katerina Morozas. Lauren Grace Robinson. Melissa Evelyn Martinez. Marcus Xavier Rollet. Emily Milner. Connor Ryan. Kyra Venita Mitchell. Eduardo Viana de Carvalho Saad. Carolyn Marie Nutzling. Jacob Matthew Shaponik. Marin Padovan Hickman. Catherine Scoville. Audrey Palmer. Neil Shaw. Stephanie Park. Daniel Shee. Bailey Renee Phillips. Sasha Sindwani. Maggie Catherine Puck Lacomi. Corey Smith. Shelby Ariane Ray. Regina Sosa Valdivinos. Anna Wren. Nicholas James Tallarico. Amanda Grace Riley. Mariana Tamayo. Destiny C. Robinson. Jun Ning Tang. Megan Catherine Riva Rodriguez. Gina Mia Tangelo. Rachel D. Rosen. Aditya Thakur. Sarah Suh. Alexander Torres. Krista Shota. Titra Mitren. Maria Elizabeth Skalicki. Lexi Eleni Sudis. Aaron Song. Mohana Pratima Venkatapuram. Delaney Thompson. Jason Vu. Tan Lam Tran. Logan Allen Walburn. Daphne Hu Wong. Blake Shout Waldman. Bridget Rachel Wilson. Darren Kwei Dong Wong. Yu Ki Wu. Kyle George Williams. Erica Yang. Michael Joseph Kenneth Wykowski. Abby Marie Zarlinga. David Joseph Wolf. Gwendolyn Zen. Irene Xu. Michelle Zhang. Brandon Michael Yan. Anna Blair Yazinski. Wei Yin. Yu Chen Zhao.
You did it. Congratulations. To our graduates, we wish you continued success. Please do remember to stay in touch. And to our graduates, families, and friends, thank you for joining us today and for your support and encouragement of your student. Again, congratulations to the class of 2023.
Honored guests, this concludes our diploma ceremony. Please rise and remain standing at your seats until the academic procession exits the VO Center. The faculty and students will be marching to the reception at the Tinkerville University Center. We invite all families and friends to meet their students there.